join his channel party, yeah! Hey, what's up you guys, Shartimus Prime here doing another Marvel Legends figure review on the Marvel Legends Infinite series Toys R Us exclusive X-Men / Jubilee Build-A-Figure Wave Strife figure. If you can't find this figure on Toys R Us, you know you can get a big, get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. Typical Infinite series packaging, we get X-Men at the top, we get an X logo at the very top right over there, we get a Toys R Us sticker because it's a Toys R Us exclusive, and then we get Wolverine on the side, Wolverine on the other side, and there's the other figures from the wave. No running changes this time around. We get a cool picture of Strife, and then there's a bio on Strife. If you want to go ahead and read that, pause it now. Anyway, let's get to it and crack this figure open. We get this instruction booklet to build the Jubilee figure. I'll show off the head and power effects once I actually have the figure built. So here's Strife, and I like this figure. It's a pretty impressive figure. I'm surprised that this is not the Build-A-Figure of the wave, as it is the largest figure of the wave. You can tell they're reusing the Hyperion body mold. This is really cool looking though. I really like it a lot. So Strife comes with one accessory, that is his sword, and it looks pretty good. I like the sculpted detail right here on the handle. It looks alright. I'm not a big fan of this plastic color choice, but oh well, it's not terrible. And as you can see, it does fit into his right hand pretty well. Just his right hand only, the left hand has this pose going on. Now I like the head sculpt for the figure, and as you may have seen in previous videos, I've talked about the marbleization of plastic, and this one definitely gets it, and it's quite unfortunate. Here, I do not like it. There are multiples of this figure in the case, so if you are fortunate enough to sort through Strifes, make sure you go ahead and find one that has the least amount of lines going through his helmet right over here. This one has the least. I've seen some that had quite a few lines coming through there, and that was kind of annoying. But other than that, I think the actual sculpt of it is pretty good. I like the silver paint, even though a vac metal chrome would have been coolest, but you know, I kind of understand. I haven't seen that in a Marvel Legend really. I like the yellow eyes, the flesh tone is pretty good, and I like this change up right here of the silver color right there at the top of his head. Then coming around the side over here, you can see all these little flaps right here sticking out of the back, so I think they did a good job with this head sculpt. It was Mr. Phils that showed me that you can actually lift up this silver part right here and you can see the Hyperion body mold from the torso. I really like the color choice that they used for this tealish blue silver. I really like that a lot. I think it goes well with the regular silver areas. I think that's cool. I like how the hands are sculpted. The whole sculpt throughout the entire figure looks really cool to me. I like how these spikes came out on the legs. Those are made out of a firm plastic. They're not really soft. Again, you get that marbleization right there on the knee pads. That's a little weird, you know, it doesn't really look too good. Then there's his feet right over there. And he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. I'm going to take a quick pan up at the side of the figure over here. I really like those rivets right there in the arms and in the thigh sections. I think that looks really cool. I like that a lot. And I really like this cape, this Thor-like cape. It actually has this texture to it, which I think is really cool. It really makes it look like it's made out of cloth. I mean, it's very much a plastic piece. There's no real shading in it. I wish they had some kind of shadowing effect with black paint, but it's cool. And it's made out of a pretty firm plastic. Whether you can remove it or not, I don't think so. I guess if you really wanted to, you could heat it up and remove it from these two pegs. Strife has some pretty good articulation. You can move his head up quite a bit. I like that a lot. You can move his head down as well, and his head rotates side to side, and you get some neck pivot. Now, it kind of has a little bit of that Gladiator effect, where the head can be really loose and wobbly. It's just not as bad as the Gladiator, but yeah, it can get really loose over there. The shoulders move outward. You can rotate them forward only about that much. The shoulder pads are made out of a somewhat pliable material, but it still hinders the articulation. So you can only move him forward that much, like so. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He has wrists that move side to side, and they hinge down and up. He also has these bands that are separate pieces, and you could rotate those. But you remember the stripe part is supposed to be on the outside of his arms. He has a great ab crunch over here, bends all the way forward and back, and he has a waist swivel, not hindered by this separate belt piece at all. I like that. And he has hips that move outward. You can kick forward. He has an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and he has ankles that move down, up, and a beautiful ankle pivot. So to the very top of his helmet, Strife stands just under 7.5 inches tall. Here's Strife compared to the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Series 6 Cable figure, and unfortunately these do not match up in height as they are clones. Well, Strife is a clone of Cable, so they should stand just at the same exact height, and they're not. And I don't have the Cable from the Hasbro 2-pack, but I believe that one is actually even shorter than this Toy Biz Cable. And here's Strife compared to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, getting Strife on a flight stand isn't too hard. I have a Toy Biz flight stand underneath here. There's a Gothropolis effect right there for his telekinesis. Anyway, I really like this figure a lot. I totally recommend it. I think it's pretty awesome. Pretty large figure, man. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And check out MarvelousNews.com for the latest in Marvel-related news. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Display gave it a spark. Welcome to Articulated Comic Book Art.
That's crispy.
and we get those Strife 2s.